Hey guys, welcome to Planes Overhead, and this is a special upload which is in collaboration with the VOR Tracker version 2.0 and your channel Planes Overhead. So this is a really cool app designed by Captain Carsten from Europe, and this has holding, interception, DME arc, and two needles, so that you can learn and understand how to do instrument flying, which is very important in the current commercial scenario. So in this video, what I'm going to do is teach you holding. So before we start holding, it is important as a prerequisite you know how entry patterns are decided. Okay, so I've uploaded a video previously on what kind of entry patterns and how it is decided. So that is a prerequisite for this video. So this is an EHSI which is commonly available in most modern aircraft these days, and I'll quickly walk you through what this instrument is like. So there's this needle VOR1 DME1, as you can see here, which is always constantly pointing towards the station. So the arrow, the head of this needle is always pointing towards the station, and the tail of the needle is your radial always, irrespective of your heading. The other needle, as you can see, which is a blue in color, is your course, which can be manually set. Okay, so this is set on different aircraft through different means, through a knob in this case, or through a computer in modern jetliners. So that's about this two needles, and this is your current heading. That's the heading bug for your reference. Green one is your track. Ground speed I've just chosen as 220 knots. So the first step in a hold is to fly towards station. So flying towards the station in this case is telling you to fly approximately 060. So I'll release the aircraft, turn on to 060, set my heading buck to 060. Okay, so I'm approximately flying towards the station now. Now the next step is to decide what is your entry pattern. Okay, so entry pattern will be decided based on your radial. So you're on radial 240. Okay, so you're coming in from a westerly sector. So in this case it will be a direct entry, as you can see. Now there is a choice between direct and parallel that you have to make. Then it depends on your skills to fly. You could always choose whichever you feel comfortable. So in this case anyway, it is a direct entry. So what you will do is, in direct, once you hit the station, you'll turn directly onto an outbound heading of 284. Okay, so we are flying towards the station. This app also has this cool feature of this map which will help you visualize your entry pattern. And as you can see here, we are coming in from 240, and if you cut across, you will be joining directly like this. So I'm approximately overhead the station. Also you have to remember, you set the inbound course, which I've already set here, 104. It is 1 DME approximately to go. And for tighter direct turns, direct entries, you can start the turn early and turn on an outbound of 284. So I've started this turn here, as you can see. Direct entry is the easiest to execute, just for the fact that you have to come overhead and turn directly onto the outbound heading and join the hold. And once you're on outbound heading, you'll fly for a minute and then turn again to intercept the inbound of the hold, which is 104 in this case. So always remember, holds are done at rate 1 turns, so it keeps everything constant. So here also, as you can see, this is a rate 1 turn. Anyway, this app is more to do with the practice, so we have to understand the concept. So once we are on 284, we'll fly for a minute And now we are approaching 284. So we'll start to roll out. Okay, so if you're on 284 now, I'll show it to you on the map as well. So we have joined the hold here, and we'll fly this heading for a minute and then turn to intercept 104. Approximately when this is 30 degree, this needle is 30 degree from your course that you have set, you can start your turn. So 105 minus 30 is approximately 74. So once it's 74, this needle hits 74, you can start the turn to intercept. It'll more or less come perfectly. But anyway, the rule is to fly a minute. That's a thumb rule that I was talking about. So we are approaching 70, 75. And now I'll start my turn to intercept the inbound course. Always use the heading bug as well, which I'm setting here to 104. So now I've started a turn. So as you can see on the map, it is turning out to be really perfect. So this is how a direct entry is done. So the needle is also alive. Always remember, close to the station, the needle is going to be very sensitive. So give gentle inputs, less correction, and always anticipate it. Be ahead of the aircraft and the needle as well. All right, so we are spot on the radial itself, and we have joined the hold. Let us take another example. Okay, so in this case, again, same thing. First thing you do is head towards the station. So it is 130 that I'll set here. As you can see, the heading of the heading towards the station. Okay, so once you're established on that, you will look for your radial, what your radial is, and then decide the entry pattern. Always keep correcting and fly towards the station. So meanwhile, I'll also set my inbound, which is 234. 234 I've set here. Okay, now I'm flying towards the station. So we are flying towards the station on 145 or 150. So while I'm flying now towards the station, I have to decide my entry pattern. So in this case, first your radial, you have to find out which is 330 or 325. So you're coming in from the northerly sector here. So now in this case, you have a kind of an option between teardrop and parallel. It is your decision, but in this case, it is more of a teardrop. So in teardrop, what you do is fly 30-degree corrected heading of the outbound heading. So 054 is your heading, as you can see here. Okay, so you'll fly 050, 054 plus 830, that is 084. So once I'm over the station, which I'll be any moment now, 3 miles to go. So I will turn onto 084, fly that heading for a minute, and then turn inbound to intercept 234. Sometimes when things get close between parallel and teardrop, or teardrop and direct, or parallel and direct, it is up to your discretion what you would do. So it is zero point 0.9 miles here now. So I will start a gentle turn towards the heading of 084. So we are over at the beacon, and that is cone of confusion that is showing here red flag. So now you can see we are flying 084, and I'll fly this heading for a minute. In such examples, it is tough to do a parallel entry because you were coming in at a 90-degree interception. So you see, you were coming in directly at 90. So even though it would be parallel if you technically consider it, but it's easier to do a teardrop since you just have to give a 30-degree correction. But if you have to do a parallel, you have to give a 90-degree correction all the way on the outbound heading and then turn to intercept. So that is why I chose to do a teardrop. So it is all your discretion on what you want to do. So once time is up, we'll start the turn to intercept 2, 3, 4. So I've started the turn. So as you can see here, so this is how a teardrop entry is done. So you fly towards the hold, give a 30-degree correction on the outbound heading, so which was here 054, and I chose to fly a 30-degree correction to that, which is 084 for a minute, and then turn inbound to intercept 234. Again, all standard rate 1 turns so that your interception comes out to be almost perfect. So the needle has also started moving. Let's see if this is joined perfectly. More or less, yes, it is on the radial itself. So I can, needle is a little bit to the right, so I can hold this heading for a while towards the right side. Okay, so anyway, we have joined the hold. As you can see, this is how a teardrop entry is done. Let's try another this thing. So this one is again just release, fly towards the station. So I'm going to fly towards the station on a heading of 150, and I will set my course to 098. 098 is set. So once I'm flying towards the station, again I think it'll be a direct entry. So I would rather, for example purposes, let us try doing another type of entry, that is say parallel. So I will just place the aircraft here. So now the example here, I've just changed the example so that we do also do a parallel entry example. So you're coming in now, simple straight away the step is fly towards the station. So the station is towards the heading of 300. So now the aircraft is turning towards the station. 300 or 290, whichever. You have to always keep correcting for that. So once you're flying towards the station, set your inbound course 098. Once that is set, you decide what type of entry you have to do. So in this case, we are deciding that it's a parallel entry. Okay, so now parallel entry is pretty simple as well. Oops, I think I've just overshot the heading. So we will just turn towards the station again. So parallel entry is quite simple. When you reach overhead, the moment you reach overhead, you will fly on the outbound heading 278. Okay, so luckily in this case we really don't have to do a lot of correction here. So we'll just fly towards the station, and when we are overhead, we'll turn on to heading of 278, fly that for a minute, and then turn to intercept the inbound 098. So we are 3.7 DME, 6 DME. Okay, we are heading towards the station. It is always important in holding to head towards the station, because that will decide your entry type, entry pattern. So once you are going like this, 1.7 DME to go, and you can set your heading bug to 278. That is your outbound heading. Okay, 278 is set. The needle is dropped, and I will start my turn towards the 278 heading. The needle is alive as well again, and roll out on 278. So now this heading I'll fly for a minute. Okay, as you can see, we are on the outbound, we are on the inbound leg with an outbound heading. All right, so 278. So all right, so we have just finished the time check, and now we will turn onto a heading which is corrected approximately 30 or 40 degrees of the inbound. So this is 100, so I'll fly around about 060. Okay, to intercept the inbound course itself. I'll show it to you on the map so that it's easier for you to understand. So as you can see, we are turning towards something more or less which is the top of the bar. That's the easiest way to do it. Just fly top of the bar. There is approximately 060 on this example. So once you fly that, the needle will be alive in a very short time. So always be alert to intercept back onto 098. You can give further correction. Okay, now the needle is starting to move towards the radial that I've set. As you can see, this is how it looks like. So I'll set my heading bug and I'll start my turn towards 098. So the needle is alive, and I'll continue my turn to intercept 098. Little bit to the right, that's okay. Still the interception was good. So as you can see, we have done a parallel entry as well. So I hope you guys have understood different kinds of entry patterns and how to perform them on the aircraft. First step is to fly towards the station. While you're flying towards the station, set your inbound of the course, that is 09 or 8 in this case. Once you've done that, decide the entry pattern and execute it. Entry patterns direct is always just go to the station and fly on the outbound heading for a minute and join the hold. Parallel entry, fly towards the station as always and fly once you're over at the station, fly on the outbound heading. In this case it was a 278 heading for a minute and then join the hold. And teardrop is fly 30-degree correction. Once you're overhead, 30-degree correction to the outbound heading, okay, which will keep you inside the hold, inside this hold. So you fly 30-degree correction like this and then turn right to intercept the inbound of the course. So if you guys have any doubts, let me know. And actually, if you start using this app, I think you will learn a lot about instrument flying. So this is just one of the videos that I started making. I'll be doing another one on interception. I'll just show it to you. This is how it looks like, and DME arc as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and do download this app. It is really helpful for you to it'll help you to understand things and improve your skills even at the airline level. All right, cheers and happy landings, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.